Hey everyone, it's Dylan and Charlie from the Black Forest Wood Company. This week we're going to show you guys how we did this 4-inch thick pour in a single shot. So this is a custom table for our client here in Calgary. It is California maple burl and then 4 inches thick of our Black Forest deep resin that we've tinted just a transparent blue. So we're going to show you guys the pour, how we cut this giant miter on here, and how we got such a nice clean joint. And this is a very heavy table for its size, so there's been a lot of lifting on this one, but I hope you guys enjoy seeing the process. And if you can, leave a like, subscribe, and just even leave a comment below and let us know what you guys think.
We've got this giant slab of wood here. We're going to be cutting this down to about 4 inches. Now we got to trim the end first, so we'll cut it at about 4.5 or 4 or something. Okay. Yeah. Like I think we should still leave this about 4 inches long or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just getting the final length here.
Okay.
So it's 101 inches long and it's 22 inches high. So we need 145 inches of wood final size. After the slabs have been flattened, we're putting them in the mold here, and we actually had to make extra tall walls on the outside of this mold just so it could fit the thickness of the slabs. So we'll get them both placed in here, and then we're going to begin to mix in the pigment. So we're using the blue Color Effects dye for this one. What's really nice about these pigments is they're not too concentrated, so it allows you to achieve a transparent color instead of something opaque. And that's especially important for this piece because we wanted to be able to show all the detail of the burl in the live edge on these slabs. Another thing you'll notice is we've mixed up all the resin for this. We're doing it in one pour at 4 inches thick with no need really to layer it up.
Nice shot!
I don't know. I think the whole thing.
Watch your camera! Oh, that's a good one.
He also didn't go nearly as hard when he went towards Max, though. It fell down.
It's heavy as a mother. Oh.
So after we wrestled this beast downstairs, we got it on the panel saw, and you can see that we actually have to have people standing on the end here to support this thing while the cut's happening. And when we're doing our waterfall cuts, what we like to do first is make one straight cut through with no angle at the perfect length that we need. And then we'll follow that up with 2 angled cuts, and we'll just kind of line that blade up right to the tip of the previous cut. And then that way we're not wasting any material, and we can just get one nice cut. The reason that you wouldn't want to just do your 45 through the whole thing is there could be some tension that would get produced during that cut, and it would cause your 45 to not be perfect, whereas this way you're not cutting off quite as much material. So now we use the Festool domino to actually put in the joinery that'll help give us our alignment and some strength for this. One thing I should mention too is that we are a Festool dealer, so you can find the domino on our website. And since this piece is so thick, you can see that we've kind of doubled up the layers on this one. So we've got a bottom row and a top row.
Doing a little waterfall glue up today. So we're doing resin in the resin, put a little wood glue on the side so it doesn't bleed in.
Here's the piece after its second coat of oil. So it looks really good, but it's actually not quite done yet. Ben will still get it a little bit shinier even than it is right now. One of the biggest questions we got about this piece, especially when we did our live stream, is how on earth did we pour this 4-inch thick piece in a single shot? And you know, not to shill our own product here or anything, but using our Black Forest deep resin, we're able to do this kind of stuff in one layer as long as we properly cool it. So we have water-cooled tables that we also have fans on, and they sit in an air-conditioned room. So all of that really helps us to be able to pour this thick without any bubbles. And I would be confident that you guys could go this thick without all the water cooling, just an air-conditioned room and a fan. We have before, though, done like a 6-inch thick pour, which definitely requires the water-cooled table like we have right now. So if you guys have thick pours like this, definitely check out our resin. And then for a finish, we've put our Black Forest furniture oil, which I guess we can give a little sneak peek of. We'll put the label on the screen here just to kind of show you guys what it's going to look like. That is coming to us very shortly. Something else that's coming soon is pigments. Won't get too much into it right now, but they're going to be here very, very shortly. And then, of course, we're going to top this thing off with our Black Forest ceramics. So we've got our full kind of Black Forest product system. All of it should be out soon. And you guys have shown a lot of support up until now, and we really, really appreciate it. Well, here is the table with 2 coats, like I said. So we've got a little bit more to do yet. And since this one's in Calgary, we actually will get to personally deliver this to the client. So that'll probably come in a couple of weeks. Next week, we've got a door video we're going to be showing you guys. So I think they're actually down there right now working on the door somewhere. It's a solid maple arch top door unit. So we're going to show you the full process of building. And then hopefully in the week after, we may have the install for that door. And if we've delivered this table by then, we might be able to throw that in there too. So lots of interesting things coming up. I really appreciate you guys watching all the way till the end. One thing actually that I want to try, that I got this idea from Blacktail Studio, is start your comment with Charlie. Just say Charlie, comma, and that way we'll know that you guys watched all the way until the end of the video, and we will be sure to answer your comments first. But again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.